That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Receive this word, white man. That's right. That's right. That's right. You celebrate Christmas, don't you, brother? Yes, you do. And it's a white holiday. White holiday. Black power. Black is power. Black power. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Black is power. Black is power. Oh, man. Brother, can I speak to you, please? Lost another. Do you feel as if this is right? Boys, you need to come join us. Bro. That's right. You need to come join us. That's right. That's right. We are not equal. We are. That's right. Our ancestors did not live for this. That's right. Poison. 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 You will not stop our brothers or sisters from the Constitution. That's right. That's right. I'd rather be in the South than to be in hell. That's right. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. Free man. That's right. John in the window, chapter 16. That's right. And white man will beneath, okay? Beneath emancipated souls. That's right. That's right.
How can I help you, sir?
I do not need help. I will assist myself. What form of payment for this, please?
Whatever is easy for you.
Is it because my skin is black? We out here bringing our people back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We do not follow rules made by white men. We do not follow rules made by white men. You are not a sister, and you will not proceed to be a sister.
I'm sorry.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Who is your master? Who is your master? What y'all doing after this? Is that the part of something? What's your name?
Marley.
Oh, shit.
Man, oh man, giving all glory, honor, praises to Yahweh, Bashimi, Hawashai, Bashim, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone, the room, and teach well. Peace of salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Coming to you with a swift lesson in the spirit about this guy, Druski. You see the video I just played. If you haven't seen it, now you have. He just dropped this on. Pretty much, he named it "Those Spiritual Dudes on the Street Be Aggressive." And obviously he's mocking the Israelites, and obviously he's mocking IUIC. Each group has a different style on how they, want to teach the word. But at the end of the day, they're all teaching that, you so-called blacks, natives, and some of them at least, I can say that, y'all are Israelites, okay? Simple. Y'all are Israelites. But he just dropped this here today. And what was funny is the captain or the elder here in Atlanta had caught him in the midst of doing this video before he posted it, and kind of like shot a video out there, and it's like, look at this guy, man. So pretty much I wanted to do this lesson pretty much on the Lord's humor, because a lot of people are going to sit here and watch this and laugh at it and think it's funny and things of that nature. And matter of fact, you probably see some comments here. It says, "Oh, lost another one." These people, just full of comments, kind of just mocking and things of that nature, and they're just all getting marked. And they don't understand, and neither, of course, Druski. I'm sure if he saw this video that I'm doing, he would mock this video as well, and not take it as like a warning. And no, it's not a threat for me or anything, but I'm just warning you, like, the Lord is not anyone to play with, and you need to understand the Lord's humor, and it will make you move a little different than what you're moving like here, Druski. And a lot of these other people who are commenting as well, and I bet a lot of them claim to believe in God too and think this is funny, but really, Druski, your humor is really what's the word? Invective. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that word. Invective. Yeah, insulting, abusive, or highly critical language. Like, really, your humor is more insulting than actually funny. You know what I'm saying? I would say like comedians like Dave Chappelle and a few others, they kind of understand what humor is because it's kind of dark. They really speak in code, you could say, things of that nature, and if you catch on, you're like, oh damn. That's why Dave Chappelle was kind of so ahead of his time when he came out with his show, because he had this dark humor towards things that nobody actually wanted to touch on, but he did, and he did it in a funny way, and whatever. But Druski, on the other hand, you're just a Instagram star, you're a YouTube star. Not really anything, really, you know. And I don't mean that to be like rude or anything, but you really don't understand the Lord's humor. And I'm gonna show you a actual scripture of the Lord's humor. All right, so this is Proverbs chapter 1, and I'm gonna just get straight to the point. I'm gonna get straight to the point. All right, Proverbs 1. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read a little bit. Proverbs 1 and 22, it says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. That thing that Druski did obviously shows that he has a lack thereof, and he does hate knowledge, because the knowledge that he's mocking, that he's being invective to, is something that could possibly save his life if he turned a leaf. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people in the comment section, including himself, don't believe it. They just think we're annoying individuals on the street who yell at people, which is not really the case. Simple. Verse 23 says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Verse 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel. I'm going to keep reading. And with none of my reproof, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you. If you want to understand the Lord's humor, here's a bit of it right here. When you're going through your straits, when you're getting judged, when you're getting fucked up out there, when Jacob's trouble hits, because it's coming. Government shut down. They're talking about this Atlas thing in the sky, that they're catching. They're claiming that in November is going to be an alien invasion, things of that nature. You don't understand Europe went straight digital for you to work. The petrodollar is going down, the dollar bill is going down, America is out of business. You don't understand the humor of the Lord, because all these things that are dark and negative to this world are hilarious to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It is hilarious that a lot of you black women don't get SNAP and all this other stuff, EBT, Section 80, and all that stuff. It is hilarious to the Lord that you're no longer receiving that, because you've been leaning on the white man so much. Again, if Druski catch wind of this and hear me say the white man is going to mock me, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Matter of fact, I got a preset for that. It's all good, because I'm not necessarily offended at what he did, because the scriptures say you can do nothing against the truth before it, even if it's invictive, like I've just brought out. It's annoying or it's stupid, because really it's stupid, because Druski, you don't know humor. You don't really know humor like that, and the Lord's going to teach you what real humor is. He is. He really is. Except you're going to be on the end of it where the joke is happening to it. The joke is happening to you. And we're going to be the opposite end, as in someone's telling us a joke and we get to laugh at it. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, let me pull out that precept I was thinking of here. This is Psalm 37 and 13. It says, matter of fact, I start at 12. It says, the wicked plotteth against the just. Exactly. To do a video like this in the first hand, you have to premeditate something like this. So this was a plot. All right. Let's just simply get what the word plot means. What is a plot? Plot. A plan made in secret by a group of people to do something illegal or harmful. And really, this is illegal in the spirit, you could say. This is illegal, and you got some familiar faces in this as well. This guy right here, some familiar. He's a familiar face. You even got these wicked ass niggas wearing a shirt with the name of the Lord on it. You're mocking the name of the Lord right now. Um, Ecclesiastes 5:1, keep your foot. But at the end of that verse, it says, for they don't, pretty much at the end of the verse, loosely paraphrasing, they don't know that they're doing evil. Druski and these people out here, these black niggers out here, they don't know that they're doing evil right now. And it's hilarious. It's funny. I'm not offended because the Lord is going to get you. So we saw that it says the wicked plotteth against the just. Exactly. There's actual men that dress in this attire, IUIC, that go out there. I'm not trying to stand up for them or anything, but they go out there and, because my elders are GMS. But IUIC, some of them, they do more than these niggas, I'll tell you that. They go out there and tell people that they're Israelites. Do I agree with some of their methods and how they do things and some of the things that they teach? Absolutely not. And that's why that's a different topic. We contend the faith on a different not platform, but we contend the faith on a different topic there. You know what I'm saying? Something that lowlifes like this will never understand. All right, because they don't even understand what they're doing right now. All right. So it says, and gnash upon him with his teeth. This is exactly what they're doing. It says, verse 13, it says, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. And what it means when he sees that your day is coming, the day that you get judged, Druski, the day that the Lord, I'm going to just say it straight, that the day that the Lord puts you to death, and it's going to be funny because you don't understand the humor of the Lord. How we see this of what you're doing from a spiritual eye, I'm speaking for myself, and any brother want to put in the comment section if you want to speak for yourself, but I'm speaking for myself. From what I see you doing, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. You're playing a dangerous game. And now, after you've done this and posted it and haven't taken it down, didn't do no apology, probably won't do no apology, you're going to get judged pretty harshly for this. You got to go back to the Mike Epps situation. You're probably going to get judged pretty harshly and publicly, because a lot of celebrities have been getting judged publicly. This is Job 5:22. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. All right. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. You will, though. You're going to be the laughing stock of Israel, Druski. And any individual who agrees on this. Let's just refresh the page.
That's right.
Oh, you see that? I don't know how long this lesson's been already. Probably 9-10 minutes. Probably less than that. And I just refreshed the page. It was at 1.5 likes. Now it is at 2.6 likes. And before I got on to doing this 10 minutes ago on Instagram, this video had 1.5 million views. So I'm sure if I refresh that, it's probably at 2 million at this point. This got 1,000 more likes or thumbs up in less than 10 minutes on YouTube. Okay, 242 comments. It's gonna keep going. Matter of fact, let me just check it real quick. I'm just gonna check it. All right, let's see here. Yep, I wasn't wrong. 2.5 million views already. 2.5 million views. And Druski has 11 million followers. You can do nothing for the truth, against the truth, but for it. So a lot of people are going to see this Israelite mocking. They're going to wonder what it is. And those who have a righteous spirit are actually going to get woken up by this. And then, of course, the majority are going to get marked by this. They're going to get marked for destruction, which is going to be a joke. It's going to be funny to us. All right? Because like it says in Job 5:22, and like I read in Proverbs 1, we laugh at calamity and destruction because it's justice. All right? And it's funny. Okay? If you really knew the humor of the Lord, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Psalm 2:4 says, he sitteth in the heavens. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. The word derision, contemptuous, ridicule or mockery. Yeah. Y'all gonna be looking like assholes out here. Y'all gonna look funny out here when all hell breaks loose. Y'all looking funny now. All these black women coming onto the the YouTube platform and TikTok and all this, expressing their concerns and their irritations about their EBT and SNAP being cut off. Now they're, you know, they're mad. I think it's funny. All right. Why I think it's funny? Because I understand the humor of the Lord and he puts that spirit on me. Simple. Okay. There's another one. Let's go to Luke 6. Let's see. Luke 6:25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Because ain't shit gonna be funny when your world goes down, but when your world goes down, it's gonna be hilarious to us because you don't understand the humor of the Lord. None of y'all. All y'all in the comment section who like the video, y'all don't understand the humor of the Lord. Y'all don't get it. And I don't mind. Because I want to see the joke. I want to see it. I want to laugh. Right now, I'm in a state of mourning. I'm tired of this place. I'm tired of America. You know, I'm tired of struggling. I'm sure a lot of people are too. And what's funny is a lot of you dummies who are liking this stuff are struggling as well. Y'all are in America here with my ass. America's trash, bro. You know, cost of living is ridiculous. I just looked up the other day the average price of a new car right now is $50,000 fucking dollars. $50,000. The average price of a fucking house back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s was probably $50,000. Man, let's just look it up so I don't speak idly. The average cost of a house was about $76,000. How much is a G-Wagon? $245,000 for a fucking four-door SUV that's going to depreciate over time and not really mean anything and not going to get you anywhere in the day of trouble. But the average cost of a house in 1980 was $76,000. Let's go to the 90s. It literally doubled pretty much, but $151,000 was the average price. Crazy work. I know I'm going off topic, but whatever. The average cost of a house in the United States is $512,000. Crazy work. Who can afford that? On average, that's the average. Who can afford this? Of course, people buy these things, but like the majority of people cannot afford this. Majority of people can barely afford the apartment that they live in, and that's overpriced. All right, and it's just facts. It's statistics. It's out there. You can go look this up, as I did just right now. I just literally looked all this stuff up. So if I go and say the average cost, I can look it up and show you. You know, but woe unto them that are full, you know, and plot against the righteous. You, man, you don't really know. And that's funny. You don't really know true humor, Druski. You really don't. Once the Lord starts jacking this place up, it's going to be hilarious. And that's where the real humor lies. That's where you really laugh. It's going to be, the men of the Lord are going to be laughing so hard that they're going to get 8-pack abs. Obliques are going to be showing. That's real humor. The destruction of America and the society is real humor. This is not. This is annoyance. This is stupid. This is mocking, and it's very dangerous. That's all I have for you here today. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bashimi, Hawashai, Bashim, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone, to rule and teach well. Peace of salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Until the next time, I'd like to say shalom. And like always, repent for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believe. All right, shalom.